too.
I just
Right.
can't hide it.
Excited. You guys are excited. All right, here's the
Okay.
countdown. Well, guys, it's that time again for the Mayor of Rock and Roll and Friends. And here's the Mayor of Rock and Roll, Sal.
Yeah, baby.
Yo,
Great
Sal,
show
man.
tonight. You know, we got being that friend that has worked with them in their show and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna have Fran introduce you guys, and I'm just gonna hang out in the background over here. Go ahead,
Okay,
Fran.
good. So welcome everybody to the Mayor Rock and Roll and Friends. Tonight we got a banging show. I'm gonna guarantee you. Put your shoes on, tie yourself down to the chair because we got Theresa Zaino and Danny Zaino. They're from Hardcore Cooking with Danny Zaino. We got Crave at Hollywood. They're martial artists, so they're very spunky, man.
Right.
Watch out, don't mess with these two. Danny is an actor, and let's see, Danny, you act, you're a celebrity cook. That I know. He cooks amazing. They're the students, both of them, of the late Mr. Kim Kahana.
Yeah.
They're martial artists.
Yeah.
And they're amazing. And I worked with them, so I see how professional they are.
Yep.
Teresa, also, you're a Hollywood agent to the stars. You're a host of the Action Hollywood News, and both of you, like I said, are martial artists. So welcome to the Mayor of Rock and Roll.
Cool.
And I'm so excited for you guys to be here tonight. So let's get this show on the road, and we're going to get into a lot of things that you guys are doing, have done.
Okay.
I know you wrote a book, and you're promoting your new shows. So let's go. And so we're going to ask you a few questions. So we're going to start off with both of you now. You're from actually Long Island, right, Danny? You're originally from Long Island, right?
I'm from Long Island, Wantor, Long Island.
Right.
What?
And Teresa, you're from Florida.
I'm an Air Force brat. I was born in Fort Dix, New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
The Air Force, the base didn't have a hospital, so you had to go to the Army base to be born.
Oh, I never knew that. See that?
But I lived. My dad was from Blackpool, England, actually, and he joined the American Air Force because he met my mom on Singer Island, Florida, and he was trying to figure out a way. First, he went to Canada, and then he came into the United States.
Wow,
something like that. Yeah, and so I lived in England and upstate New York. My mom's from Kingston, and then he retired in Florida. So,
and that's how you met him.
So I'm a native now.
Yeah.
Wow.
She was an airman.
Now, Danny,
Air Force brat.
She was an airman. My father's.
Now, Danny comes from a cooking family. I know that because I know a lot about his background. You had your family had a restaurant in Wantor, correct?
No.
Was it Brooklyn?
In Palm Beach Gardens first.
Oh, okay.
Florida.
Oh, okay.
Paul. Hey, everybody. Paul.
There goes Paul.
That's Paul.
He's the one who made Paul is the guy who makes all the wonderful posters. He made the posters.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and there's Cheryl again.
And
All right, so
Cheryl.
Danny, explain how you started with this cooking situation.
How I started?
Yeah.
Well, there's 5 kids. There's 7 of us. So my father moved first came from Brooklyn, then to Long Island, and then to Florida. And then when he came to Florida, he was a construction worker. He was in the union, and then he didn't want to do that stuff no more. So he opened up the pizzeria with my uncle. They didn't get along. It was pretty wild.
Yeah.
My family had the restaurant. My aunts flew down from Brooklyn, and this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah.
And then they had a big restaurant. When I went in the military, they had a big one, like 180 people. They had bands. I seen you. They had bands every night. So it was pretty wild.
Oh, that's
what
cool.
was the name of the restaurant?
Zaino's.
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 Oh, that's not
Zaino's
really familiar.
Yeah, it was in Florida a long time.
It was in Jupiter, Florida. It was
Florida.
in Palm Beach Gardens as a pizzeria, and then in Jupiter as the big restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like 27 years.
Yeah, so I was cooking at 15, 14.
Yeah. Wow. I know you I could tell because the way you cook so damn good. Oh my
Yeah, I
gosh.
cooked I had an engagement party. My daughter was all pissed off. She's like, Dad, I want you to rent the place and this, that, and the other thing. And I'm already giving her money for the wedding. And I'm like, yeah,
Right.
we're going to have it at our house. She's like, oh, she got really embarrassed. She came the day before, she didn't give it. She's turning all kinds of stuff, pictures she doesn't like and all this other junk.
I know.
And anyway, I had some like chairs off the road. I knew a lot of people were going to be there. So I got, these spools that you the wire. And anyway, just an old-fashioned Italian party, engagement party. The only thing I cared about is people giving cash. I didn't, because how many people
Show me the money.
money. And that's, and at the end, she was all proud of it and that, but, we blew it out.
Yeah, I know.
It turned out
I
really
can
good
imagine.
because we have a martial arts studio in our house,
Right.
and it's pretty big. So we turned it into a discotheque.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice. Is that the
And
room?
it was like
Yeah, everybody was
crazy.
jamming, man. It was wild.
Her friends
that
are
the
still
room
That's going to
walking
be on our
around.
next
Yeah,
show, matter of fact. That's in our next
Yeah,
show.
some of that will be in
Our next show.
our next show.
Oh, okay. The
Yeah.
one that you're going to be putting out. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, part 2 to the one that just
Yeah.
came out.
Okay.
And then we did one in Italy. We did a show in Italy. That was a
Yeah.
blast. My son got married in Italy.
That I liked. I
And
saw
that
that
was,
one.
yeah, I caught COVID.
Yeah,
Right.
I know that's horrible.
I caught COVID. And so
If
that was,
anybody's going to catch anything,
Yeah,
yeah,
really.
so on the plane home,
Hanging out with
10
you.
hours, what the hell it was, I had
Yeah.
COVID. I was dying, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
He
but it was
didn't-
cool.
He didn't know he had it. But
Even
when
the
we got-
cops, man, the cops looked sharp.
yeah,
That place was kind of cool. You know what I mean? And the food's different.
Lake Como.
They take a
Italy.
lot of stuff out of the food, which I think is kind of cool.
yeah. Well, it's different. They don't put the preservatives like they do in America.
They
in
cook
other
weird.
countries.
It's American Italians cook like American Italians, and then you have European Italians that cook.
Yes. Oh, whole different ball game.
Yeah, man, they'll be like mixing fish juice with meat, and you'll be like, they're different.
Yeah.
We had some moose or some other thing, whatever the hell they got there.
Oh, you had rabbit and
I had rabbit. I knew that was going to be good.
Ooh,
But
really?
didn't Teresa, Dominic have donkey?
Don.
They have some weird stuff
I
they
don't
eat there,
know.
man.
I don't remember that one.
It's it's other countries, man. They eat different than us.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, they do.
Yeah, but the food I thought was pretty decent there.
Yeah, it was good.
Mm.
It was beautiful.
Now,
there.
when you went to Italy, where were you? Sicily, Naples?
Oh,
Where'd
Lake
you go?
Como.
Lake Como,
Lake
right,
Como.
right by Sweden,
Como.
I think, isn't it, right?
Yes, Chernobyl on Lake Como.
Like, now, when you went, was that when COVID was just hit big? Is that when you
No,
got
this
sick?
was
or-
2023, but
Yes,
Oh,
we're still out there, COVID.
I don't know.
I don't know.
They said
Right.
he had COVID. The VA said he had COVID.
Cheryl wants to know
The
if you
VA
have
gave
a
me
cooking
COVID.
book.
And they gave me
Danny.
1 million shots, man.
Danny, Cheryl
30
wants to know if
shots
you
I
have a
got from the
cooking book.
VA, man.
Cheryl wants to know something.
30 shots, Cheryl. What?
Cheryl
wow.
wants to know if you have a cooking
Do we have
book.
a
You have a
cooking
book?
Coming out after this book.
After
That's
this
the
book,
next
yeah.
book we're gonna do.
Yeah, then we have
Okay.
we'll have a cookbook.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to do
The
it.
style of martial
Yeah.
arts.
What style?
Paul wants to know. Paul's asking, what
Paul.
style of martial arts you both do?
Goju-Ryu.
Mainly Goju.
Mainly Goju-Ryu, but
Japanese.
we're doing it 50 years, so
We've done Taekwondo
we do a lot.
and Thai kickboxing
We do a lot
and
of stuff.
but mainly Japanese Goju.
Yeah, I have 20 black belts in town.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
And,
I had to do
and Taekwondo, that's Korean.
Yeah.
Korean, yeah.
There's one thing I am proud of. All my black belts came back alive from war.
Nice. That's good.
Very cool. I took,
So,
actually,
cool.
I took Wing Chun.
That's what I'm proud of. That's
Back
probably
in
the
my-
most out of all the martial arts.
One of our black belts, Glenn Aiken, said to his drill sergeant, "You can't do anything to me that my sensei Danny Zaino hasn't done. So go for it."
Wow.
Yeah, I train everybody ruthless on purpose, man.
I seen some
Especially
of
my
your
guys going in the
videos.
military.
Yeah, I've seen your videos. You're rough, and believe me, I worked with you guys a little bit. Then I was just a show, and I saw how you worked. And
Yeah.
because they were trained with Mr. Kim Kahana. You remember the movie that I promoted with George
Yeah.
Buzzio?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how I met George Buzzio, through Danny and Teresa, because they
Right.
were in that movie. They had a little piece in that movie.
Well, matter of fact,
Right.
Saturday, the funeral thing. Actually,
They're doing a celebration for life.
Oh yes, I saw that. I
it's-
saw
it's a
Sam put
Zoom.
it up.
but
Yes.
there's
Yeah.
two of them. There's
Yeah.
one in Florida, and then there's one in
Arizona.
Oh, okay.
Jameson Lee, you Google his name. He's doing the one in Florida, and then the Kahana family, the children, are doing it in Arizona.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
I think you go to the Friends Who Like Kahana Stunt and Film School page.
Right.
And
Right.
then you can just watch the event from there because they have.
Oh, I'm going to do that.
There'll
Yeah, I
be
know
people
George is
logging on
there.
from all over the world.
George is there, I think. I think George Buzzier went to that already.
Oh, cool. Oh, he's going. He's going to the funeral.
Yeah, I think he's going.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the one in Arizona?
Yeah,
No,
I think
not
so.
the one in Arizona. It's just going one in Florida.
Oh.
The Florida one, I think.
Florida one is
Oh,
going.
okay.
Because he spoke to, I know that I saw that he was going to be going there. He's speaking to Sandra.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
Oh. So
Okay.
anyway, so you guys now, you just finished your show. Now you're going to have a second part of it, but you also wrote a book now.
Right.
Is this book, this is a biography
Florida.
of your,
It's more like a memoir
Right.
of facts and events
okay.
about Danny's life, but me and my 3 kids, families all intertwined in it. But it's the basic drift. It's called Born to Compete, A Man Without a War. And it's because it's all about his life and all the things he did and why he did them that way, not realizing he had PTSD.
So
Okay.
And then when he finally figured out he had PTSD, he realized why he taught his students that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, why he went to the Kahana Stunt School.
Yeah.
You know, just why he did everything the way that he did it to try to understand himself.
Right.
And that's the basic whole drift of the book.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, and then I have one of the top martial arts team in the
Yeah,
world.
there's a lot of martial arts in it too, because
You know.
we talk about our national team, Pepsi show team, that was sponsored by Pepsi Palm Beach,
Right.
Florida, and then Pepsi America. So we talk
Right.
about that and how we broke, you go from the martial arts, breaking into entertainment, meeting Kim Kahana.
Right. Well, the whole
Yeah.
9 yards. But we have a lot of footage
You have a
going back. What?
No, do you have a copy of the book like nearby where you could show it?
No, it's coming out like this
In
summer.
June.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
So we've been working on this thing for 3 years. What a nightmare. I don't know if you ever
Wow.
wrote a book, Jake. Any of you guys write a
Oh
book?
my God! I was just
No.
gonna say I've been dying
I
to
do,
write
my
a
wife.
book. Everybody tells me, "Sal, write a book." I just
Write
don't
a
know how
book.
to get.
Have a shadow writer at the beginning. That's what we at the beginning. One of my students wanted to cheer me up, so he wrote a book, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
And then when we sent it to the publishing company, they just bullshitted us along. And then all of a sudden, I looked at it one day, and I'm like, man, this thing has to be rewritten.
Oh gosh.
And that's where we were both shooting heroin because it was horrible. Yeah, I get this picture.
Well,
you got to do this. You got to do that.
Yeah.
And then,
It's really hard when you're writing about your life, because I had some nights where I couldn't get to sleep. I kept thinking about things over and over in my
Yeah.
mind,
But this is a good script for a
Yeah,
movie.
it's like-
We're gonna do a movie right afterwards.
and then you get paranoid.
So I'm gonna be a docu-series. So it'd be reenactments.
Did you
That's
leave
going to be
something
actually
out?
That'd
good.
be
You
cool,
should.
though.
That's a good thing, man. That's a really great thing if you did that.
No, I
Especially
We have, a
definitely
lot of,
doing that.
we have a lot of pictures in it too.
No, we're definitely doing that. Yeah.
And that was a complete nightmare. Once the
Yeah.
book was done, it was like, oh my God, we can't believe we finished that. Then comes the pictures. And then you're like, what's the best pictures to put in? So I tried to find our most famous pictures, but then you're always like, man, I should have put that picture in.
Yeah.
That was a
So
nightmare.
call-
And then you have,
Or
I'm a
call a
gra-
lawyer and find out how to put a picture in.
yeah, I was,
Yeah.
We put that
yeah.
guy in.
Yeah, you get all like paranoid. And then of course I'm a graphic artist too, so I'm like enhancing the photos to make them look better, and I'm like kind of OCD. And
And then there's a lot. There's a lot to a book. Like
oh my God,
how many
yeah.
copies you want to get made.
oh, I know.
Like how many freaking copies? We recommend 5,000. You said, man, 5,000.
Where are we going
Wow.
to use those? I don't think so.
And then you start figuring it out, like what, and
I
Well, I'm going to buy one. I'm getting one because I know I want to read
actually
that book,
can't wait
man.
to do the cooking.
you're in it. You're probably in a
because
picture.
I think that book's
Fran.
going to be just fun. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's not so serious, and we know we have great recipes, and
Yeah.
we'll mix it in with all those crazy hardcore cooking photos.
Well, let me tell you, two, I've been on set with these two guys, whoever's watching. That was when I was flown out to Florida. I did not know what I was getting into. And I had a bad knee and all that. And I brought my brother.
Ricky.
That's another whole story. My brother Ricky with me. He never acted before in his life. Well, let me tell you, that show for that week, I can't believe how I was just amazed about these two, because they, first of all, the hardest workers in the business. Safety is Danny's first priority too, which I loved. We had stunt people there. We had the kitchen stuff, everything. But his mind, the way he thinks when he makes something together.
The second day, Frank turns to me and goes, we're leaving at 12. I'm like, leaving at 12?
Yeah.
You smoking crack cocaine? You're not leaving at 12.
I know.
I flew you down here, put you in the water.
I know.
You're leaving at 12?
I know.
You just got here.
We worked long hours, man, but it was worth it.
You want to go on the beach and pick up some men? What was the deal there?
I went back to the hotel and fell asleep. I didn't even see the water.
That was funny.
I know. I'm exhausted after those. It takes me a couple of weeks.
That was funny. And then we do the Three Stooges pie fights and stuff.
Oh, God.
I make my own pies. They made their own pies.
Oh, I love that.
Stooges made their own pies. And I said, because when I went to Los Angeles, I make sure every pie that I'm going to, depends on the actress or whoever. Like there was some thug dude. I hit him with the pie and stuff. And I said, come on, piss me off and I'll piss you off. And then I hit him with the pie.
I actually hit him. Oh, no, did you hit him too? I caught him off guard.
You're telling me singing was terrible.
Yeah, I said, you're singing. He was a rap singer. I said, your singing sucks because you're trying to piss the person off. And then, and I heard you said our food sucks. And I started like an argument with him. And then when he wasn't paying attention, I slammed the pie in his face.
Oh,
and he was just like, what?
Hey, speaking of Three Stooges, hey Danny, my good friend Bradley Server is Curly's grandson.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, wow.
And he does these little vignettes all the time about slamming pies in people's faces. But that's
those guys were pros, man. They were great.
Yeah, I loved it.
Great comedy team. My mother and father thought they didn't like them. I always liked them.
How do you not like the Three Stooges?
I like a lot of that.
See, I grew up with Monty Python Flying Circus, Ben Hill, Laughing. That's kind of like why we do our comedy the way we do. It's so stupid, it's funny.
Well, that's what I like about you guys.
It all depends if I let Theresa just go nuts on the editing.
Oh, yeah.
And every once in a while, like she's a control freak, I had to stop.
Let me tell you, but she's a great editor. Let me tell you.
Editing? We're going on 6 weeks now. Let me see something.
You'll like it when I give it to you.
But then I did. I said, Theresa. I said the line from MGM. I said, snag up the line from MGM, and we'll put some different things in it. You know what I mean? She goes, "Why? I don't want to." I said, "Just look." I said, "Just try it," and because they have it for people to screw around and have fun with.
Right.
It's not actually MGM line; it's just somebody else.
We have Irene Rogers saying hello to everybody. Irene.
Yeah,
Rogers.
Irene from.
Hi, how you doing?
Irene.
Hello. She's
on every week. She's a great supporter of the show.
Yes, very supportive.
Cool. Hey,
every week.
So what else?
Paul said something about a book is a big investment. Is that something you know about?
More of a big investment of your time.
Yeah.
No,
but it can be expensive.
It's an investment. It's a $10,000-$20,000 investment.
Yeah.
Really?
Right. Yeah. If you want to do it right.
Well, maybe
you want to do it where you just send it to Amazon.
Right.
You can go get a copy. Don't expect much.
Yeah.
Right.
We're doing our first
opening
in Hollywood. That's what I want to do it. That's what I got with the author and I got with the people in Hollywood. So I'm going there in June. So I want to do the book. We're hoping the book's done by then.
I mean, the publicist. I'm the author.
Well, whatever.
What are you going to do? Like a red carpet kind of thing? Like an opening thing?
No, like a book signing.
Book signing. And then I'll do, there's a pool party we're going to.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So you'd be rocking with the hip hop community.
Oh, yeah. The mothers. What is it again?
Faces of Rap Mother.
Faces of Rap Mother. Yes.
Very talented.
Yes.
Very talented. Very great dancers. Like Diana Ross type of old Hollywood, beautiful dancing and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, really, really super professional. All of them. She keeps on throwing them in the show. So when I come there, she throws them in the show, and they will come up and they're all classy.
Yeah.
Right.
Some of them had some rough lives, and some of them didn't. But they're all talented.
Yeah, I've seen them. I've seen them in some of your shows too. They're very nice people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anybody else?
Before we came on live, we were talking about the movie that you guys are in, the Martial Arts Kid.
Oh yeah, the
Martial
Arts Kid. Yeah. Well, he was in it.
That was Don Wilson.
I was his agent.
Yes, and Cynthia Rothrock.
Yeah, Cynthia Rothrock was in it. Don the Dragon Wilson.
Yeah. Chuck Zito.
So you know that freaked me out because in the very beginning of the opening credits, you see Chuck's name show up really big and big writing and all that.
Right.
And I'm waiting. I said, "Where's my boy Chuck? What's happening there?" And then he showed up like the last 30 seconds of the movie with the binoculars.
No, that was him.
That's
actually him doing the binoculars because he couldn't make the Florida shoot, so he was a stand-in for him.
Oh,
so
who can we get to stand in for Chuck Zito?
That's
Danny.
Yeah. Chuck was. They filmed Chuck to be in the California scenes.
Yeah, he couldn't make it to Florida, so
he went to the California.
So they shot that and sent.
This was the Florida production and
Cocoa
California.
Beach and L.A. They shot in it. Because Don the Dragon Wilson's originally from Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen many of his movies too. I have a couple of his DVDs, Don the Dragon Wilson.
Don the Dragon,
Kerry Stevens is in one of them as well, with Cynthia Rothrock as well.
We used to be the spokesmodel for all his Traditions apparel line.
Yeah, we should model them.
Our three kids and us. We have tons of pictures of us modeling their shirts. They thought they were our shirts. People thought they were our shirts. Because we promoted him so much.
That was from Alan Goldberg. I don't know who Alan Goldberg is. That was Alan Goldberg. He's in martial arts. And
he throws the Action Martial Arts Hall of Honors.
Which is huge.
In Atlantic City. The one he always comes home and has the flu from.
Yeah.
Because he throws it in January in Atlantic City.
It's like a 4-day event.
Freezing.
It's basically kind of the Oscars. The Oscars of martial arts.
Martial arts movies.
That's wild.
Yeah. All the top people from around the world.
Like Martin Cove and all that.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you, what about Karate Kid? Good friends with Martin and Ralph.
Oh, you know Martin.
Macchio.
Yeah, I love that. I love Cobra Kai, that show that's out now.
Yeah, any chance of you guys being in a runoff or a spinoff of anything that's coming out?
No.
I know there's a lot of new ones coming out from there.
Yeah. Cynthia Rothrock wanted to be in it, but they didn't. I guess that never happened.
You sure?
She wanted to be in Cobra Kai.
I thought they put her in it.
No. I haven't seen her yet because I've watched every episode.
I've never seen her.
Yeah.
I watched Cynthia back in when I was in Texas. Cynthia wore a blue uniform. She did the bow sword, and she did kata. She didn't fight much, but and she was good.
Yeah.
She was the
Sammo Hung says a lot of good things.
Sammo Hung. Yeah. Sammo Hung is great.
Oh yeah, forget it.
Yeah, he's great. He did.
I'm a big kung fu movie. I have about maybe about 200 kung fu DVDs, all original. Because I started watching when I was, Five Fingers of Death was the first kung fu movie to come to America, but I didn't see it yet. Then I went to the City Line Cinema. I saw this movie called The Hong Kong Cat, and I was like this. I couldn't believe my eyes. I never saw a guy beat up and fight a whole army of guys, and then fight. The end fight scenes were like 45 minutes. So I was hooked. After I saw The Hong Kong Cat, then I went to the next one at the theater was Kung Fu: The Invincible Fist. Then Lady Kung Fu with Angela Mao, and I'm a fanatic.
Right.
What's his name come out?
You don't know that about
one
me.
guy from the Chinese Goju system.
Hey Danny, you know what you should do? I got an idea that might be $1 million. You should do a show like the one you have, the cooking show, but with martial arts, where
we did.
You're doing some he's starring the thing like doing some kung fu movements and starring this thing.
You mean a parody of martial arts?
He does that too. You've done that.
Well,
starring the spaghetti.
Our first show that we did was called Martial Arts Showbiz TV.
Right.
On our MSABTVnetwork.com. You can still watch all the shows. And we started it with our three kids, and it was like a reality-based news show. We went around all over and interviewed martial artists and everything like that. We have like over 200 radio podcasts too.
Oh, wow.
On that network that we did. Yeah, we have a lot of interviews that we did.
Believe it or not, they got a lot. They got a
Yeah,
lot.
so it was a cool show, Martial Arts Showbiz TV, and then we started doing a show called The Road to Hollywood. We only
Mhm.
came out with 2
That
episodes.
those are tough.
That was more of an intense show. Yeah, and then but when we started doing the cooking show, that took over.
The pandemic.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
pandemic came.
Well,
and
we
started-
originally started hardcore cooking in 2011. We started doing it. We filmed it, but it was more serious. He showed everybody how to make pizza sauce and pizza dough and everything like that. But he wanted a comedy scene at the end of the show, so he filmed this part where he's beating up 2 guys that come into the kitchen, and then my daughter comes in and does this spinning back heel kick and shoots the guys right out the door. But we were cursing in it, and our manager was pissed. Right, Kim Kahana?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you said he got
Because
mad.
you guys aren't ready to do stuff like that. You're not known
big enough.
not known enough yet. So he made us pull it down from the internet.
Yeah.
And then we
I-
kind of just didn't do it until the pandemic came. It just took off.
Yeah, she said.
Yeah.
Irene just
Right.
wants to let you know, Danny. They want to thank you for your service in the military.
Oh,
Aw,
thank you
That's
very much.
nice.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm 100% disabled with PTSD.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
but that's what probably makes them good.
So thank you.
That's what we talk about in the book.
Yeah, I've been in mental health program 27 years, 20, maybe a little bit more. Yeah. So the book is basically kind of almost how they abuse you. Also, you do get
Yeah.
abused like a bad, real bad.
Is this also going to come out on audio book or just regular book?
Oh, audio
We'll
too.
probably do
Yeah,
an audio
it'll be
book
all.
too.
Yeah,
all
that's
of them at
good. I
once.
like that.
No, all at
Yeah.
once, yeah.
She wants to, our publicist wants to do
Yeah,
that.
we have a regular pub. She's good.
Mm.
Donna Inc.
Yeah,
publication.
because even me these days, my eyes are so blurry these days. And I mean, I just read Lisa Marie Presley's book, but
Yeah.
it was large print. You know, not too
okay.
many books are in large print.
Cheryl wants to
You
know
know?
if it's going
You
to be
know
on
whose book
Kindle
was like
too.
that? What's that?
What?
Cheryl wants to know if it's going to be on Kindle also.
I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
I got a list of. I'm sure it will be on there.
Yeah,
'cause
this
I think
lady.
that's
This is a
one-
regular
Okay.
company.
She knows what she's doing. So
This is a
All right,
regular
so
company.
then everybody's
Yeah.
got a little bit of it. Good.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
Yeah,
anybody
definitely
else?
one. Now, a lot of these. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead, friend.
Now you. I just want to ask anybody
No, I was
got
gonna
any,
say-
any questions.
No.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
I don't have any questions.
Now, you just
Yeah.
mentioned besides the cooking show, you was saying about a lot of other things that you guys did.
Oh
How-
hell yeah! I
how-
gotta set up special effects. I gotta set up gunplay. I gotta write the. I don't write scripts. I write storybooking. Everybody ad libs on my show.
Yes.
So I set everything up.
it's more funny that way.
Well, yeah. I set everything up, and then
And it doesn't matter if you mess up
Yeah.
because we'll film. Content is king, so you just keep filming
Right.
yeah. I mean,
a lot,
my
and
yeah.
you'll pick out the best stuff from there.
It's
Yeah.
actors are the most difficult, and then you have really hard time on set with them.
Yeah.
Usually come out real funny in the show.
I know it's
But
weird.
while you're doing it, you're like, oh Lord.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're so
I'll
right.
be
though.
like, I don't know about this one, Dan, but
No,
we gotta get
somehow
stuck.
it always turns out good.
We
the
overfilm.
way you
we
guys
overfilm.
do it, it comes
Mm.
out amazing because
Yeah.
I lived it with you guys, and you had so much, like you said, content. We did so many days and so many hours, but when you edited that all together,
No, the
That was the
problem is
best.
they're not using enough cameras.
Yeah, that too. Because when
You
you're
know-
filming action, you have to have a lot of cameras because
yeah,
You have a lot, yeah.
at least one of them is going to get
And then if
the
you're working
shot.
on big budgets,
Yeah,
it's like one take.
right.
yeah, yeah.
So
Especially
one or two takes.
With the
you know.
dangerous stunts, you don't want to keep doing that over.
You don't want to burn out your people,
and
which,
kill the
which
person.
I've seen them do. I've seen them burn out, but these people were so good at the Honda Ranch that they did it every time for them.
I know.
12 takes, 10. You're gonna hurt the stunt guys. You're gonna
Yeah,
jump in 5 stories.
right, right.
Do it again. No, man.
Yeah,
My teacher used to say, everybody get ready, and this is especially when it groups from all over the world.
Yeah.
He would say, we're doing this in one take. He was
Right.
He worked with John Wayne.
He
worked
even
with
had like
everybody, Marilyn Monroe.
anybody have a camera because he figured somebody's got to get that, or maybe get a better angle.
No, only
or
people
something.
he trusted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trusted. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was cool.
It was good.
His going to him was better than going to any film school you could ever go to.
Yeah.
He would always say that too. This is better than any film school you'll ever pay for. You know?
He was hardcore, man.
Yeah.
He was a Hell's Angel. He was
Korean War veteran.
He was a spy. He was a badass, man.
I mean, you're talking Mr. Kim
Killed many
Ghana, right?
people.
Kim Ghana.
Yeah, you know.
I missed him. He's such a nice, sweet man. I'm broken that he passed like that.
Well, he wasn't such a nice, sweet
Well,
man. He's a great guy.
I didn't know him that way.
But man, in order to teach people, because if they go on set and he doesn't want them to get killed.
Right.
Yeah.
So he was very, very strict.
Yeah.
And I was a ranch hand. I wasn't a stunt man. You know, I helped set all that junk up.
Well, you're a choreographer.
I'm a fight choreographer.
Yeah.
Right.
Coordinator.
Right.
I'll hire a stunt man. I'll tell the stunt guys what to do. This, that, and the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you coordinate the stunts, Danny? It seems like, you know, a mathematically formula or some type of idea, or you know, like you got a risk on this side, but this way safe. How do you coordinate that?
You have camera angles. Some of that, you know.
No, I mean to keep the person safe and your shot and other people safe.
Well, I just bought 3 bulletproof vests. You know what I mean? And I'm going to set up electronically.
Everybody's
getting
padded
shot,
up pretty good.
You know, and I'll probably make some tins to go underneath that, because I'm going to do a M80, so it's going to blow up. So then I make blood bags, and you know, you have to make the blood bags before. You have to get your stunt guys there. You got to go over what you're doing with the stunt guys. Then you have armor, the person that takes care of the weapons. You got to get with him. Then you have your actresses and actors, and you have different people coming at different times. You know what I mean?
Fire extinguishers.
You have to do fire extinguishers stuff. You do some fire stuff.
More than one.
You know.
Oh boy.
So you set everything up, you know, and then you have wardrobe. You make sure the good wardrobe.
Yeah.
You know, you got to ask these people what they think they can do. You know what I mean? Once they want to be on the show, what can you do? You know what I mean?
Right.
And so, whatever. Ricky was great. Ricky and Fran were great. You know.
My brother, I have to say, was freaking funny.
They were both funny. They were funny as hell.
Oh.
And then,
I just think people from up north are
and I was just
like
ragging
natural actors, and they're naturally funny.
I was just ragging on them the whole time.
Yeah.
I was setting her up. I have rats in a heart, and told Fran to come out, and you're a rat. And Vicky, come out. Tell me, what is she really a rat? Yeah, she's a rat. You're a rat. You know.
It was.
Then
funny.
you did the. It was good. You did the lady in the park. That was funny. Yeah, it was fun. And Ricky, he had that blonde bleach hair that's tight.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I like that scene when Carlos, because this one guy we use, he's deaf, but he's amazing.
Oh, Carlos,
he's coming up,
Carlos.
he's trying to touch your meatballs. You're like, don't touch my meatballs.
Yeah.
You want to smell them?
Yeah.
I was laughing so hard when I was watching.
Yeah, the stunt guys that they had, Carlos, and it was Trey also. Trey actually came back from China.
Trey,
and he was doing the last guy that went like with Trey, like that type. The teacher didn't want him to go. Kim Ghana didn't want him to go. He got his leg chopped off, and then he got him sewn back on. Then he came China. Then he came. He had
doing a stunt.
He copped an attitude when he came to the ranch. Like we all said, don't go to China.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah. We had another friend, a real famous guy, go to China. And I said, they don't look too happy anyway.
He was in Israel.
I'm not going to say his name.
Oh.
And anyway, he's got his legs chopped off, and we don't know the hospital's there. But I says, and my teacher said, Danny, don't go overseas. He goes and do stunts. He goes, do it in America.
Yeah.
Don't go. You don't trust them. Unless you have your own crew. You bring your own entire crew.
Yeah.
Right.
You know. But we were trained pretty good. You know, you trained just to walk off.
He always taught, don't trust that somebody did the safety right. You be your own safety person too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Most, you know, I see guys wuss out and stuff, and I just pop right in and like, all right, get out of my way. Give me a code. What the hell we're doing? Let me go do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you get hurt. Like, let's say you get dragged behind the car. It's not the dragging behind the car where you get you hurt. It's actually the rope going, moving.
Right.
That's what hurts you. That's what springs you, knocks your neck out or your back.
Oh,
So you have to know, they have to have like a real fat rope. You know what I mean? So it doesn't do too much.
I'll just stick to comedy.
yeah. You're good at that too, man. You're good at all that.
Yeah.
Now, I bet when you guys do a show, you don't have to hire Crafty. You cook everything, right?
I cook everything.
He cooks
Oh,
everything. Yeah.
I cook everything.
That's some good Crafty you got there. For the
Oh.
make a lot of pasta and sauce.
I cook a lot.
We did cook for this. We were in this horror film at Kahana Stunts. It was called Opening Night of the Living Dead.
Right. That was good too.
And
Danny
didn't you cook for that?
Yeah.
He ended up cooking because their craft services, something happened this one day and they couldn't come or something. And they were raving. They're like, can he come every time?
But we had to do a lot of the, after a while, I'm 64 years old. After a while, I started doing some of these, before I went to the Kahana Ranch, I was already producing, live shows like Broadway. And so, when I got there, that was real rugged and rough. Reminded me of the military.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's run like the military.
And you look great. Yeah.
Right.
I thought you were much younger than me. You said you're 64?
Yeah.
You're our age.
Same age as me. I'm 64. 1960. What month were you born?
1960.
No, but I mean,
What's your birthday?
what month? November? December?
August.
I'm
Leo
November
Ryan.
1st.
Oh, okay.
I was born November 1st, so who's older by a few months? Me or you? I'm confused.
He's older than you.
He's older.
November,
Right?
he's August.
I'm older.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
August,
young.
September, November. Yeah.
And I'm
Right.
older than all
By a
he
few
is.
months.
Yeah.
I'm older than
Wow.
all he is.
Look at that.
By the years now, not the months. Jeez.
So when that means
For
we're
once, I'm
same
the
age. So
youngest.
when you were a kid, you were watching the Green Hornet too, right?
Oh, yeah. I watched the ground and stuff. Yeah.
You had to, must have, yeah.
Yeah. I interviewed some of the students, some of the Bruce Lee students.
Did you really? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I also know a lot of people that work with Bruce Lee.
Oh,
Oh,
And,
nice.
The reviews are not nice.
they're not
Yeah,
nice.
I know. Well,
And the students were kind of bitching about him too.
yeah,
He must have really been a perfectionist.
He was.
You ever meet Dan DeSanto, his best friend?
No, not Dan Santo, no. But he was best friends with
Yeah.
Kim, he knew Kim Kahana.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kim Kahana.
No, not Dan Santo.
Yeah. I was watching Enter the Dragon last night. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's like I'm watching.
You
Right?
was in that too.
Bruce Lee's dead. Jim Kelly dead.
Right.
John Saxon dead. The
Yeah.
guy who played Han dead.
Right.
The woman with the blonde hair.
No, Sammy Holmes is still
She's
living.
dead. Everybody's dead.
The only one that's alive is Bolo. What's the name? Yang's.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he's-
Bolo.
Bolo
Yeah,
alive
yeah.
and Sammy Holmes, the guy who did the wrestling match with Bruce Lee.
Yeah, because Bob Wall died too.
Bob Wall. Yeah, we knew Bob
That's
Wall.
right. I know if Bob Wall's a friend of mine. I have tons
Yeah.
of pictures with him.
Yeah.
And John Saxon was a friend of mine too, because I also,
that's cool.
been, I'm an actor, a musician,
Right,
and
right.
I've done a few conventions, and I was with those guys for like 3 days, and we became buddies. And I still have John Saxon's card, Jim Kelly's card, and I was like, Jesus Christ, I can't believe they're all gone. These guys, it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
so sad,
Well,
Scary.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Jackie Chan
We're
is
coming up.
alive, Internet to the Dragon, which I never knew that for years until
What?
until the world of the internet. I never knew that was Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee.
yeah.
I never knew that
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
years.
Jackie.
Well, they went to dance school together, didn't they? Jackie
Yes.
Chan and
Samuel Hung.
Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the arts type of school or something like
But
that.
the government pays for it.
Oh, I don't know.
Stay
I
there.
Yeah,
didn't
that
know
was right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
When they're done, let me see. Well, he's a dancer. He's a fighter. Put him in the war. Put him over here.
Put him over here.
Hey, Danny, I got a question for you. Doing your food show, did you ever get contacted by the Food Network at all? Because it sounds like a great show for the Food Network.
Mm.
No,
No,
because
I
I
haven't.
curse. I curse in it. You know what I mean?
Well, you don't curse then.
Well, we bleep it.
We believe it, but it'll never change. I'm happy cursing and stuff. I've been
Oh,
in
you
the
are?
industry
Okay,
a
well,
long time.
Yeah, he's doing
And,
good tonight, boy.
He doesn't curse a lot.
He's doing great. I mean, listen, we had
Here
Jackie
and there.
I'm doing good with you guys. I'm doing good here. I'm understanding. But no, I like cursing.
But I could edit all those parts out, and they could take the show from there.
No, they'll take it eventually. They're an adult adult channel.
It just seems like to me that it would be because you have the martial artist in there for interviews. You talk about the food.
No, well, I put martial arts. My last show, I put a martial arts thing in. And my brother watched it.
And you've done so much.
I put his reel. I did a new reel for him.
But Italians are so critical. And if you're
they
industry,
are. Yeah.
You're in the goddamn industry, like especially my father was like you used to play karate. It was never everything was work. Because I did tile and marble for 35 years. I did, so I did, hard work, hard Italian work, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and my father was block mason and carpenter.
Yeah, they didn't like
the karate.
They were like, you're playing karate.
My father hated the wrestling too. I wrestled from New York all the way up until.
Oh, so you were a wrestler.
Yeah, I was a wrestler. Yeah.
What were you known as?
No, not like that. A collegiate wrestler, regular, like from.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
3rd, 4th grade, all the way up to 12th grade.
So you had a good
background. But I went in the military. I went 2 days after high school. I went in the military.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Wow.
Got sent to DMZ.
Wow.
In Korea. And the DMZ. And then actually when I got there was actually shit hitting the fan for a few. Well, actually the whole place went down. They killed like 600 people. I have amnesia of the shit. I was military police. So, but I was ambushed and fucking shit. There was one guy that said something to me like, "Oh, if I was to rip through the phone, or rip through the computer, I would have like murdered the guy." Like, you don't know what people have been through. You know what I mean? That's right. If you go, like, let's say if you're in a VA and you go to, everybody's from a different war, and every war that they're from, they think it's the best war.
Yeah,
like they've been through the worst. If it's Vietnam, they've been through the worst of Vietnam. If it's this one, they've been through the worst of this. And so I don't like group therapy. I always get almost like getting a fist fight, because I was a military policeman, which is a cop, and who knows, 50%.
So they don't like them.
No, 50% of them how to get arrested. They despise me with a passion. So you're sitting there, and I am a former police officer too for about a few years.
Wow.
So
I
don't like group.
Yeah, Danny's got a good background that you support. When you listen to this, you're amazed about what he's done and what he did and what he's still doing.
You don't realize.
Right?
But he was a nice cop because he used to get in trouble because he didn't like giving tickets.
I didn't like.
He let everybody go.
I didn't like arresting anybody either.
People with drugs, he would pour them out and tell them to get out of here. You're not a cop anymore, so you can't get in trouble.
The cops was scary. It was scary.
Yeah.
It's scary sometimes. You sit back like, what the hell?
He just,
some guys try to kill you back in the car and shit, and you wrestle some asshole to the ground.
Yep.
And you take them to the crazy house.
The crazy house.
It's the same old stuff, but I hated that. As soon as my probation was over, it's what my father wanted me to do. He wanted me in military police, and he wanted me to be a cop, and I hated it.
Now, was your parents from
we both quit?
What?
Were your parents from Italy?
No, my father was from Bensonhurst.
Oh, they weren't born in Italy?
No, but everybody spoke Italian. My father's mother spoke Italian. My father's mother was from Italy. My mother's father was from Italy, and my grandfather. I'm not sure if he was from Italy or not.
Do you speak Italian at all?
No.
I don't know.
Just a few choice words. That's about it.
Yeah.
I'm pissed off.
That you can't say on the show.
Well, on the show,
he speaks total
Italian.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm impressed. I wish I could speak another.
That's how it was. All my relatives spoke Italian. All my relatives spoke Italian. You know what I mean? Yeah. So after a while, it was like, and they were crazy. You know what I mean? We used to go to the basements. I used to go to the basements in Brooklyn, and each street, it was 86th and 15th Avenue was where my father grew up.
Oh, I love
and then a couple of streets down, but my relatives are right around the corner.
Yeah.
And the magic word was the F word. You know what I mean? Every typical, if you were cute, if it was you little, everything was the F word. And so I'll be at a party and stuff, and I'll be cursing. Somebody say,
"That explains a lot."
Hey, your language. I'm sitting back, you're gonna teach me now about my language and stuff.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I've had a few people at parties go. I look at them and shake my head like, yeah.
That's so funny with that.
Yeah.
What? So what are you
Sally.
doing?
So you got
Fran?
any shows in the works? Any new shows in the works? Any episodes coming up?
Yeah,
Shows?
I got.
Well, yeah, we have part 2 coming out.
Yeah, part 2
yeah,
coming
part
out.
2.
Of the show that Getting Through the Holidays part 2
Yeah, and then we'll be in Los Angeles.
in June.
In
We're going to go to
June.
Los Angeles.
We're going to Los Angeles.
My daughter's getting married in May.
Oh, that's nice.
Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, so we'll be
Second
doing,
one down.
we'll be doing a show in Los Angeles in June.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Are
we'll
you
set it all
coming?
up with different people. I'm going to be meeting. We want to go to clubbing for the first time. We would go there, be the straightest people on the planet for all the years, like for the first 10 years or whatever years we went. And now we're at the point where like, hey, man, we can go in there, you know, straight as arrows every time. You know, we want to go to the club.
Right.
Yeah, when you first go to Los Angeles, if you want to try to break into the industry, most people have their crap together.
Yeah.
It's not
Right.
like you have a bunch of drunks and alcoholics and stuff. You have a bunch of people that know what they're doing. You know what I mean? So you don't want to come to, hey, man, let's party.
Yeah, exactly.
It's amazing. I can't
Get me
believe how
some of
much
this.
he looks like Killer Joe. You know,
What's that?
Oh, you one of your
it
friends?
freaks me out. I can't believe how much you look like my friend.
Yeah,
Killer
we
Joe.
had him on our show. He's
It's amazing.
he's a musician.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Oh,
That's funny.
Yeah.
No, but are you guys ever gonna come back? You said you were gonna come to
because
New
then
York
right
once,
now,
right?
look
You're
Yeah,
gonna come to New York.
I want to
In my
come
mind,
to
it's
New
Killer
York. I
Joe.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to come to New York. Yeah. We'll do a show in New York.
yeah, definitely. Because I would
Yeah.
love
You
could do a
you guys
show
to do that.
Yeah, we'll do a
Yeah.
show here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I'm really like picky and stuff. I want to do a show with people I know.
Yeah, no, it's good like
Especially
that.
in
You
New
have
York,
good.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I'm
chemistry.
available,
Danny
brother.
Zano's coming.
Yeah, baby.
Let me rob him.
I'm ready.
I'm coming to get
Okay.
robbed. Yeah, yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. Fran already knows.
When you coming to New York to do it? You know, any
I'll
plans?
probably-
Definite
I like to
plans.
come more in the summertime. You know,
Yeah.
maybe go to,
Right.
on the boardwalk. I can always just film on the boardwalk and then probably like go to Fran's house and cook. That's
Yep.
I don't like a lot of people. I like maybe 4 people, 3 people, 5 people. No, seriously.
Oh, I
keep
hope
it-
I'm
keep
one
it-
of them.
Keep the crew tiny.
Yeah.
You know, and you can come out with a great product.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
So
you got to add to the list of the people you like. You know,
yeah, there's a few of them.
Are
if
you
it
on the
was
list?
6, now make it 7. Then Gene could be 8, right?
I got
Cheryl
10
wants to
people I
come.
know.
Yeah, baby.
Cheryl wants to come.
Cheryl said
Cheryl?
she'll
Cheryl,
come.
oh yeah, baby.
All right.
Come on, Cheryl. Come on, Cheryl. Oh, I
She wants to come just to eat. Well, Danny cooks good. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
Like I said,
That-
when we were doing the show, he cooked. I cooked. My brother cooked. Well, Ricky and me cooked one dinner, and then
Yeah.
he cooked. But oh my God, it was like all we did was eat. But the food was
Yeah.
amazing.
It's hard
Danny's-
to cook and do a show.
No, you have to
too.
prep hours in
Really?
Yeah.
advance. You have to prep.
Yeah,
You gotta have everything like prep. You have to be prep perfect.
I know.
that
You
was
have
the
the
hard
food when it
part.
first
because-
comes out, then you have the food when it's all decorated.
Yes.
You know, it's not an accident that everything looks great. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It has to be
Yeah.
planned perfect.
Yeah. It's hard.
Right.
Yeah. That's probably the hardest.
Cleaning all the dishes
Especially-
is hard.
Especially if
Yeah.
I'm directing a little bit, I'm actually cooking sometimes. So it's like, but I'm so used to just going from one to the other because most of the people I have, they know what they're doing. I said, all right, you
Right.
guys are up now,
Right.
you
Right.
know? So,
And when
yeah.
we were on set, Danny does a lot of his own stunts too. So Danny,
Yeah.
remember when you were doing that stunt in the kitchen, and all of a sudden, oh
yeah, my leg was burning.
and his
my
leg
leg
was
was
on
actually
fire.
burning.
We're like,
I had she hit me in the head with a bottle
yeah.
and I had my arms on fire or some shit. I don't know.
And
And
then
I
your leg,
decided to put my leg on fire.
Yep.
And then what's his name? Seen my eyes, and he knew I was burning.
Oh,
Well,
Trey's dad,
Trey's
Trey's
father,
dad.
and he thought it's
Ron.
because everybody's trained like to put somebody out.
Yep.
You have to have your stuff there, you know, if you're going to do that, you know.
What did you
Yeah.
put, like a flame thing on you for lighting it, or what?
It depends, like gasoline will burn longer. You know what I mean? So that would be like a burn, like maybe I have a gas mask or it might be in the back. And then you would, that was more simple. That was more like lighter fluid on maybe a mop head or something, and you tape it and you test it,
Test
So I
it.
put my hands in the sink. See, I cut to the oven, so you don't. Then we light it, and then I put my hands in the oven. You guys don't know that the stunt guys lit one, lit the other, and then I put it.
Yep.
And then I'm burning
It
on
looks
fire.
like the oven caught on fire.
Like the oven
Right.
caught on fire.
Yeah.
You know, and then you have to act.
You
Make
see
like
the Easter show where he's dressed up like a bunny rabbit in the oven?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, I'm in a
Yeah.
transvestite. I mean, I'm a lot of stuff.
Oh my God.
A lot of people
stuff.
won't dress. They won't, they won't act. And, it's kind of like, man, if you come on my show, man, you're gonna do something.
I mean, you have that. You had that dummy that made me laugh so hard when
Who?
you said, "I'm saving this guy," and he was the. What's that guy? What's the
Oh,
guy?
I have
the
name?
skeleton.
The skeleton.
Yeah.
We blow him up. We test all the ammunition on him
Yes.
and everything.
Now, let me save this guy in the fire. And
Yeah, I
the
always
my
I did.
God,
I,
that was
I,
funny.
skeleton over his shoulder.
Yeah. What
we
was
had
his
one
name
dude on
again?
the show, in the last show. He was he ate coconut milk and something else, and
That's all he ate all day was he drank coconut milk and granolas, and he wouldn't eat the food. I'm like, but this is a cooking show, and you're supposed to like pretend. I said, just pretend like you like it. He goes, no, I can't put anything in my body that I don't know what ingredients or where it came from. Da, 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 da. But he ended up being great on camera.
Yeah, but then I did a smoke thing.
He was pissed.
He was like,
he was pissed. He was
getting
breathing in
pissed.
the smoke bomb.
he wanted to know when it ended.
Yeah. Yeah. After that, he was like,
When's this end? I'm sitting back. Like it ends like it's
right
ending.
now,
It's ending.
it just ended. Anyway.
And
the scenes are amazing. You guys put together. Danny, when I first went there, I didn't know what to expect with him, and he mentioned that he just writes and then we go with the flow because, like you said, it's called ab lib.
Yeah.
And when you go into the scene with them, it's like everything just comes together. It's like you don't feel like, oh my God,
because I've already set the jokes up. I've already decided who I'm going to mess with.
yes,
Because it's
and
comedy.
it's perfect.
So,
like,
and who's the best? And then you have better actors. Teresa likes to do a little different Irish, accents and different stuff.
yes,
like that.
yes.
You know what I mean? So, and then I always
feel like I sound.
I always do like mafia,
an Irish pirate.
like not so disrespectful, but I kind of like make fun of the mafia a little bit. Well, I'm not really actually making fun of the mafia because I've known everybody, whatever.
Yeah.
And so, but I do think that people that grew up in that lifestyle or had family members that were in that lifestyle, it's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny to just, pull out my machine gun to do this or that and under the Italian colors. You know what I mean? But I was really raised traditionally Italian.
Yes.
I mean, very, very.
Irene wants to come too. Irene wants to come.
Irene can come. Yeah. So, yeah. So anyway, it just, we all go to, let's say I go to the Vegas with my family and they say, put so much money in. I said, well, where's the money? Well, the guy, they put a bag over his head. It's normal money. It was just like a normal thing. Like, yeah, there's a bag over his head.
Yeah.
Go with.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to eat?
He's not in charge anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not in charge. You're like, well, but after a while, you think that's normal. You think that's normal, and it's not, man. Like guys, when I first moved down, it was my father, 5 Italian kids. The money, they cannot take our money. We had a shotgun under the thing. We had guns. Some guy didn't want to pay his bill, man. I tried to stab him in the face. And you sit back and you learn that way because that was normal, but actually that's not normal. But
today, you would never, like with cell phones and stuff, you couldn't get away with stuff.
Oh no.
This is the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if
70s.
if a pizza didn't come out right, you got a beating. So in front of the customers, you got a beating. So to do this with stunt guys around, a bunch of people, it's nothing to me. I can cook for 1,000 people, my eyes shut.
Yeah.
We're in the midst of my party with my daughter, and my Teresa's freaking. She took an edible. She's freaking, and I'm like,
I shouldn't have did that.
She shouldn't have done that.
It was a mistake.
I said, Teresa, take an edible, relax. The party's starting. And so it really got to the point.
And I zoned out in the middle of cooking.
In the middle of cooking, she started freaking out.
No, I got him. I go, he's bullshitting with a bunch of people. Oopsie, now I said a bozo, no. And I said, Danny, I need help. I froze.
I'm like, man,
And we couldn't figure out why our oven, we didn't realize the burners, 2 of the burners went on the blink, and it wouldn't go, like if you turned it on
and
high,
this is high only.
it stayed on high.
You stay on high only.
So we almost like burned a bunch of stuff.
So it was a nightmare.
I don't know how we did it, but
Yeah.
everything came out great. But it was like,
But you did it.
I know.
Yeah, we did it, man. I'm like, it just put it in this pan, put it in that pan. Like I said, Teresa, get out of the way.
Yeah.
I said, here, we'll do this, we'll do that, we'll do that. And then I made this big, huge salad. We never put it out. And it was huge.
I know.
Well, everything
But
you
after-
cook is like that. I remember everything is just a lot.
Everything's humongous.
He makes, I know.
I know. I was trained that way.
I like it though, because then you have enough. I mean, you feed the people.
I feed the crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feed the crew.
So where are you
Yeah,
guys?
that's-
Where are you guys off to next now? Now, where can everybody find everything you do? Like tell us all the pages you have, like connections, so that people now that are listening want to look into and see your shows or listen to your podcast, whatever you
I want
have.
to say one thing, then Teresa will give you all the different ones. But if you guys want to watch our show on television, what do you do to watch it on television?
Okay. Well, I was just going to say all the shows are at hardcorecookingnetwork.com.
Right.
But now you can just take your phone and stream it to your TV too. You can watch it on the big screen. That's so great. You have that streaming feature. So
you can stream right on television.
But
so.
we're also on Facebook and Instagram, and
we haven't started a YouTube.
I'm going to
channel.
start a YouTube channel too. I think too.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
All the shows
You
are
have
at
it.
hardcorecookingnetwork.com and also at masbtvnetwork.com.
Right.
And our martial arts shows are also on there, and our radio podcasts are also on there.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
You're literally everywhere, guys. You're literally everywhere.
Yeah, we've done a lot, man. And then we used to travel, so it was a traveling show.
Right.
So it was a travel show. I'd be like in California and San Francisco, and my daughter would be in the car, and
I know.
And we'd be humping down to Los Angeles. You know what I mean? And that's scary. I don't care what anybody says. I'm afraid of heights.
Oh, driving that ocean highway or
I don't
whatever.
care anywhere in California.
I
nightmare.
can't drive.
It's like
can't
upstate
do
Pennsylvania or like something like that or something of that nature.
They don't have like railings.
Oh, that's scary.
When you're driving.
That's scary.
But it was cool. I did it twice. I did it twice. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
San Francisco was beautiful, I thought too.
Yeah.
Yeah, San Francisco is beautiful.
I did a show before Robin Williams died. It was like 2 months before Robin Williams died, and I went around his house. Did I ever air that?
We did.
We did air it.
We did air it.
We couldn't air it because he died.
Yeah.
And we
waited.
My guy we were with goes, well, hey, you want to go see what Robin Williams' house? I was like, yeah. It was very, very depressing looking.
It had gargoyles all around
and the colors
it.
were very
Wow.
depressing.
Yeah, and these big iron gates with gargoyles, and then it was like a gray color, like depression.
It was depressing.
I was like, "This is Robin Williams' house," but it was one of his houses.
And then 2 months later, he kills himself.
Oh,
It's weird. I was at Ozzy Osbourne's house years ago when I took my daughter to California. First time I ever been there for an iPop festival. She was singing and dancing in a competition, and Ozzy's place looked really freaking weird.
Oh, really?
It's like what you're describing for Robin Williams.
Wow.
Ozzy's deep. I used to watch him. I used to went to his concert.
Yeah, and you could tell. I mean, when you watch it, wow.
Yeah, man. I went to when I was in Florida. I went to a
I
lot
love
of
Ozzy. Oh
I was pissed off about Led
I love
Zeppelin.
Robin
I bought Led Zeppelin tickets 4 times, and those burnouts never made it. 4 times to Florida.
Wow.
Like, what were you guys doing? They must have been one of the heavy drinking years or drug.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, well, they disbanded now. Of course, years ago they disbanded, but
I love Led Zeppelin. I used to listen to Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple.
Me too.
Yeah,
that's music of the day, man.
Yeah.
It's good
I was
stuff.
more of an Elton.
And then when I
John.
got to Florida, some of the hillbilly bands like Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
I've seen Leonard Skinner. I've seen
Like the Southern
the other
rock
one,
bands. I love that.
shit. I'm trying to think.
Foreigners.
Marshall Tucker.
Marshall
Outlaws.
Tucker band.
That was
Yes.
good, that was
Marshall
good.
Tucker.
They're great. But
Yeah.
that was good too.
That's the Southern rock music. I love that.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
like
ever
that
become
too.
friends with them? You ever come friends with them?
No, I was a jock.
Bob Seeker's like that.
I was a
like Bob
jock.
Seger.
Mm.
Jock.
Still great music.
Yeah. I love all kinds of music. Really.
Yeah, I love music.
Yeah.
So, guys, it's about 10 o'clock. Go ahead, Sal.
No, I always tell everybody music is the rhythm of my soul, you know?
Yeah.
I'm a music man.
Yeah.
I love music, man. Especially it relaxes me.
Yeah, you always have it on when we're there. I like that.
Yeah. I
Me
share
and
a lot of
Gene are
music.
both songwriters. I've written over 100 songs in the past 45 years, all originals. I'm going to send you guys some. I could send you the MP3s.
Okay.
All right,
You'll
cool.
like it.
MP3s. Yeah.
I mean, we're at the same age level, so you'll definitely love my music.
Yeah.
You know,
All right, cool.
I'm a melody man.
Cool.
I love good melodies.
And
you know?
Gene writes and sings too, man.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
got some
all
really
right,
good stuff.
Yeah.
That's a
send
whole
you some
different
stuff.
thing. So maybe when I come up there, I can watch you guys and film you.
I was in chorus for like
Film you sing.
Yeah.
6
And then we can
years
throw it in the
in
show.
school.
Yep.
But I never
You know, I
really-
come back.
But if
Sal's
you
always
don't
up
train
for
your voice, you know. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
you
Yeah.
just have
Well,
to do
yeah,
exercises.
So we
for
have
your
the
voice.
people in LA give us songs and stuff. We put it on and they're performing. Yeah, man. The show.
Oh yeah, man. If you ever want to use any of my music for your shows, let me know.
Sure.
Same here.
So we'll
Same
do it.
here.
Everything's
we come-
freezing up
Because
on
what
me.
I had to do, like when we first started doing his show,
Everybody's frozen. I don't know
loves
if you guys
Dean
can hear
Martin,
me.
I love
so we
all
had
the
Dean
hear
Martin
you.
playing
Frank
in the background,
Sinatra, Dean Martin.
but you can't do that.
Yeah.
So now I buy all royalty free music.
Yeah, that's how you got to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless we have permission, like to use some of your songs.
Right.
Yeah, otherwise
Yeah,
you
we'll
get
do
in trouble.
something like that. We'll do
Yeah.
something like that for sure.
You got our permission, but it's 10 o'clock, guys. We
Okay.
just wanna
Okay.
say thank you for
Time
being
flies
here.
when you're
Great-
having
That
fun.
was quick.
It goes, an hour goes quick.
Yeah. That's fine,
Well,
man.
thank
Yeah,
you.
so
We had
it was
fun.
it was a great show, you guys,
Thank you.
and I'm so
Thank you
happy
for
you
having
guys
us.
came
Thank
on.
you for your time.
Okay.
And we
Thank
got
you.
a lot of we'll probably get you on again maybe another time and give you
Okay.
another part
Okay.
two
All
because
right.
Awesome.
and
Awesome.
we're looking forward to maybe seeing you come to New York.
Yeah.
And everybody tune in to Hardcore Cooking.
All right.
Danny Zaino, go watch their
Absolutely.
clips. They're amazing. They're funny, everything about them. So thank you guys. Thank you, Gene. Thank you.
Thank you very
Again,
much.
another
May
shout out
rock
to
and roll.
What?
Another great night.
Okay, man.
Peace
All
out.
right,
All right.
everybody.
Thanks,
Peace
everybody.
out,
Have a good night.
guys. Thank you,
All right.
Teresa and
Bye.
Danny.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
See you later, man.